Let's see how long this is going to take. This is one of the stories I did, or Between You and I, from a period when I was living in Oakland, and I thought I was going to hate it, being the only white black girl in Oakland. I just knew I was going to hate it. Anyway, lived there for 4 years, loved it, fell in love with a person of high stature, let's say, in the drug community. Okay, there, I said it. Okay. And of course, you know, I have to leave out all the sex parts. They blocked my last video for that. Jasmine had just finished putting the finishing touches on her new yogurt rice salad. It was chilled, and she plated the filet mignon and put a fluffy layer of wilted spinach atop with the meat, the top of the meat, and wiped off the edges. The knock startled her. "Come on in, Monica." The door opened slowly. Oh, I'm sorry. Mind you, I wrote this years ago, 96, I think. It happened. I left in 96. Okay, so about 97. "Come on in, Monica. Tell me what you think of this." Jasmine sprinkled some parsley as a last touch when she heard the deep vibrato. "I knew you would turn into Julia Childs." That deep, luscious chocolate vibrato shook her every sense. Her head whipped around to find a tall, dark, handsome man standing now at her doorway. "Tyrell? Come, sit." She hugged him as she set the plate on the table, and they chatted on for hours, and she remembered why she had begun to fall in love with him to begin with. He left without a word the first time. Now, he had the nerve to just show up on her doorstep. His voice made her wet and rattled. Every nerve she had, his voice melted into her, and he stood to embrace her again as she let herself fall into him. She once loved this man enough to give up everything she believed in and follow his hard, thuggish street life ways. She had always liked men that were different. His once thuggish exterior made way for a softer, more gentle, appealing man. Like Millen, with an hard exterior, only to give way to the sweet, caring side she once knew. He had a past that would make any mother want to protect her baby girl. Though Jasmine was no baby, she knew what she needed to protect her. She knew what she needed to protect her heart from Tyrell. He could hurt her again. They lay on her bed and talked to the wee hours of the morning. She wondered if his feelings were true this time. Okay, it's a little warm. Why didn't you say anything before? That's what all this boils down to. He looked deep into her salacious eyes. "Do you know how hard it is on a man to find a woman like you and then try to fit into her world? It's damn hard, baby." "But I'm tired, Jazz. I won, but I'm tired," he said with a stern, straight voice and face. Then he turned soft and stroked her face and kissed her tenderly, as he always had. His thick, luscious lips reminded her of his warmth, his warm heart that only she would know. He had many great characteristics that she adored, but there was still his past. Can't say the sex parts. Fast forwarding. I wish there was a pause button on the camera. He stroked her hair and kissed her forehead. He was still so tender. She wondered what was his exact reason for such tenderness now, after all these years. She pushed the thought out of her mind, and he belonged to her tonight, and that was all that mattered. She kissed his face slowly, and she sucked his lips sweetly. His strong hands moved her pelvis and then and she moved to and fro on the, okay, fast forward. Needless to say, they had long, great 3 pages of great sex. Okay, so it's the next day. Hello, Jazz, are you there? It's her friend Monica. Sorry. Do you have any left for me to try? Of course I do. It wouldn't be fair to me to not leave a bit for my partner to try out. Can you hold on? Someone's at the door. The door swung open wide. The tall, slight-built man stood there with a dozen long-stem intuition roses. And for those of you who don't know about roses, you need to Google that, okay? It's like the most expensive rose in the world. Sign here, lady. She looked at the small binder, took it from him, signed her name. Monica, I guess the dinner was a hit, huh? My guest from last night just sent me flowers to say thank you. Hours later, while adding some seasoning to a lamb stew, the phone rang. She stirred, then pushed the button above the stove to answer the phone. Hello? She was panting a bit, and the caller was silent. The speakerphone made him sound larger than life as his voice sprang forth and echoed throughout the large kitchen. Hello there, Miss Lady. How are you doing today? Tyrell asked in a slow, sexy voice. Tyrell, I'm fine. No thanks to you. She walked back over to the sink and began to clean up her dishes. To what do I owe this honor? I mean, 2 calls in 2 days? That's a bit much even for you. Can I see you tonight? I want to talk to you about some things I have been thinking about. Sure, why not? They hung up. Jazz finished cleaning up the kitchen and went upstairs to get ready. The doorbell rang. Okay. I know you have always wanted a real relationship, Jazz, and I'm finally ready to give you that. Her heart leapt to her mouth. Now, I know, you know, I have come a long way in the past few years, and well, I'm ready. Are you? I'm shocked. I have to think about this. I mean, you come back into my life, make great love to me, and expect me just to take up with you? She got up and walked over to the fireplace and moved the clock an inch to the left. I don't know. I mean, can we, like, you know, date for a while or something? I guess what I'm saying is that I have to build trust in you again. I mean, it's just not stored from, well, the last time. I had no idea if you would come back. I mean, you just left. Years go by. He couldn't believe his ears. He was hoping for more than this. He was hoping for more from her than this now. He had paid his dues to society, and now he had to pay them to her heart. Okay, part 2. I think it's been 28 minutes.